все-таки очень интересный сектор, очень который дает такое глубокое понимание, как работает вообще бизнес, экономика, да, и все-таки это сектор с высокой волатильностью, да, возврата на капитал. То есть то, что мы сейчас видим, снова возвращается старая история, когда возврат на капитал, инвестиции, рентабельность инвестиций новых падает.
Low is declining. It's bad, and it is telling us that in the next few years we are going to see lower capacity. In a few years, this will bring about a new wave, and we will see a recovery of margins. We've been through several important milestones over last several years. You can see where the spreads were. Now we are in this period where the spread is not sufficient to service debt and to make any capital investment. What is going to happen to the industry? Despite all things, we are still fairly optimistic. We know that steel is a growing sector. It has always been growing. Despite wars or crises, people use steel. Always. And we need to continue to develop this sector. In the next chart, I want to show you how technologies have changed over the last 100 years. Crisis for this capital-intensive sector is a source of renewal and modernization. A colleague from Magnitogorsk said that crisis makes companies and people look closer at their processes, at the technologies, at the quality. This is happening to our company as well. We see that at NLMK. I want to show you one curve. In 2008, we were number 3 in Russia in steel production, 8.5 to 9 million tons. Now we are producing 16. That is, we have doubled our capacity, and we use 100% of our capacities, although many people use only 60 to 70% of their capacities. We have seen quite a lot of organic growth. We have acquired a few facilities, and we are using them continuously. In 2013, the growth has stabilized, and we understood that we needed to streamline our operations to make them leaner. We had a lot of new ideas, a lot of new initiatives. Many of them came from the top when we had new managers. They wanted to launch new projects. Then those projects were implemented, and people really picked up on those new ideas. Now we are generating thousands of ideas. We see that the number of new ideas and initiatives is growing like a snowball. We see things that a colleague from Magnitogorsk has been talking about. When there are lots of small thoughts and ideas, when initiatives come from the grassroots level on how it is possible to save a few dollars here and there. Oftentimes it can be done without serious investments. We can just optimize a lot of processes. This is happening at the level of individual sites and individual functions. We are improving our logistics. We are improving our procurement, our sales processes. We are implementing improvements across the board. And employees come to us and bring their thoughts and ideas. With 100% use of all capacities, it's very important. When we save $1 at 100% capacity, we save a lot of dollars. And the savings would be much higher compared to a situation when we would only work at 75% of the capacity. What this brings us to? All those initiatives have given us a lot of savings. Every year, the number of initiatives coming from employees is growing. And we need to build a system that would help us manage all those small ideas and initiatives. And we also want to give people good incentives to keep doing this. That takes a lot of soft skills. People need to see that the culture in the company is changing. That's what we're working towards. We are working quite hard on shaping proper attitude